Ice in a glass, honky-tonk heartbeat. There's a crack in the mirror behind this old bar wall, like the crack I put between us the night I let pride talk. I was louder than the jukebox, meaner than I meant to be. Turned a small and passing storm cloud into our last memory. You were standing by the doorway with your keys and shaking hands. I could have stopped the leaving, but I chose not to understand. Now I'm sitting on a Barstool Apology, trying to drink down my stupidity. Words can hit harder than a fist or stone, and one cruel night can leave you all alone. Everybody here's got heartbreak in a song. Mine's knowing I was dead wrong. That's the truth this whiskey keeps teaching me. I'm sitting on a Barstool Apology. Bartender says I've told him the same story 20 times. How your eyes went from forgiveness to the closing of a blind. How I thought that saying sorry would be easy any day, but a sorry said too late, friend, is just another kind of pain. I keep hearing your last sentence like a line I can't outdrink. Love can survive a hard world, but not a reckless tongue, I think. If I had one more minute, I'd use it talking low. I'd trade every tough word I threw for one soft word that could hold. Anger feels strong in the moment, till the silence proves it weak. And the people worth the keeping are the ones you learn to speak to gently. Honky-tonk piano, boots on sawdust. Now I'm sitting on a Barstool Apology, trying to drink down my stupidity. Words can hit harder than a fist or stone, and one cruel night can leave you all alone. So if love is sitting with you, guard it carefully. Don't let pride write your tragedy. That's the lesson every neon light can see. I'm sitting on a Barstool Apology. Last call ringing, still no you. Just truth and a tab.
Sin comes easy. was a motel off the bypass with a buzzing yellow light, where we played house and short forever in the middle of the night. You said home had gone cold years ago. I said mine was barely there. We built a fire out of loneliness and called the heat love for a while there. But stolen things are fragile, even when they feel alive. Cheap motel love burns hot and ice, built on borrowed truth and hungry lies. You can hide from pain beneath the stranger's touch, but morning proves it never was enough. That's the lesson in those sheets and that old sign above. Escape is not the same as love, and every road that starts in secret ends rough. Cheap motel love burns hot and ice. We left lipstick on a coffee cup, I left guilt upon the bed. We both knew we weren't building something, just avoiding what we had. For a while it felt like rescue from the slow wake of real life. But a room that rents by evening cannot hold what survives the light. A lonely heart will bargain for anything that dulls the hurt. If you want a kind of healing, start with truth and not disguise, 'cause two broken people hiding only multiply the lies. And desire without devotion is a flame without a home. It looks bright there in the darkness and leaves you colder when it's gone. Motel love burns hot and ice, built on borrowed truth and hungry lies. You can hide from pain beneath a stranger's touch, but morning proves it never was enough. That's the lesson in those sheets and that old sign above. Escape is not the same as love, and every road that starts in secret ends rough. Cheap motel love burns hot and ice. Vacancy buzzing, keys on wood, no one's saved.
Lights flashing blue, one song too many. There's a band up on the corner stage, playing what we used to love. People spinning under colored lights while I'm staring disappears like smoke in air. What stays longer is the knowing you had gold and called it plain. Now the room keeps turning circles and I'm turning through the pain. Funny how the loudest places make the deepest silence start. If I could tap the shoulder of the fool I used to be, I'd say don't confuse attention for the kind of love that sees. 'Cause the room can cheer your interest, then forget you by the dawn. But the right heart stays beside you when the music's dead and gone. Dance floor glow. Tonight I'm dancing with regret in the shadow of what I can't get back yet. The beat keeps pulling, but my heart stands still. Some mistakes outlast the thrill. That's the lesson written in every step I take. Real love is not a thing you break. For one bright lie you'll only soon forget. Tonight I'm dancing with regret. Lights stay bright, still alone tonight.
We were 20 cheap tucks, thrift store lace, vows memorized, but we were rushing the race. Thought a paper and a party turn a spark to a flame. I wanted her last name more than I knew her middle name. Year one, dishes. Year two, slam doors. Her dream house sketches piled on the floor. I was married to the overtime. She was married to the wait. We were two good people teaching each other how to break. There's dust on the wedding ring sitting in that dresser drawer. We love the idea of love. We didn't learn the work it's for. Thought forever was a promise, not 1,000 little daily things. Here's what loving her taught me: don't let dust win over ring. Ran into her at the diner, 10 years gone by. She was laughing with a stranger, same stars in her eyes. She said he knows my coffee order and the stories I don't share. That simple little sentence felt like a Sunday prayer. Love ain't the day you say it, it's the night you stay and prove it. It's showing up when silence feels easier than movement. If you wanna keep that promise, boy, remember this one thing: polish up your patience before you buy that ring. Yeah, there's dust on the wedding ring sitting in that dresser drawer. We love the idea of love. We didn't learn the work it's for. Thought forever was a promise, not 1,000 little daily things. That girl was my best teacher. Don't let dust win over ring. So if you're standing at an altar, heart ready to take wing, love the person, not the picture. Don't let dust win over She had boots like a bad idea, smile like a slot machine. Said, darling, where you headed? I said, anywhere but here. He fed my jukebox quarters, fed my daydreams gasoline. By closing time I swore he was the man of every year. But the sun looks different, the windshield glass had gone. Empty coffee cups, radio playing heartbreak songs. He was my truck stop Valentine, gone by exit 69. Taught me love's a little less red roses, more red signs. When a stranger knows the lines you've been waiting on inside, that doesn't make him yours, just means he's practiced every night. Thank you, truck stop Valentine, for teaching me how to read the lights. He said his mama loved Jesus, he said his dad loved the road. He said he never met a girl like me, I bet that's the oldest line he knows. I traced our names in ketchup on a paper, greasy plate. He never even saw it, he was busy looking for an escape. Yeah, the sky tells secrets in that unforgiving blue. Nothing like a sunrise to show you what is true. You were my truck stop Valentine, gone by exit 69. Taught me love's a little less red roses, more red signs. When a stranger knows the lines you've been waiting on inside, that doesn't make him yours, just means he's practiced every night. Thank you, truck stop Valentine, for teaching me how to read the lights. Now when a charmer leans in close, so close, says I'm everything he's dreamed, I watch his hands, not his eyes. I let actions do the speech. Love don't rush like highway miles, it walks you home on tired feet.
Breath in the dark, a memory kneeling. I was not an easy woman to stand beside in harder years. I wore old hurt like armor and answered love with doubts and fears. He would wait outside my silence till I found my way back through. Never asked for grand perfection, only honesty and truth. But I mistook his patience for something I could spend. He loved me anyway, through all the storms I made, through every door I nearly closed, and every time I turned cold. That's the lesson that breaks me today. learned my every shadow, where the sharp edges began. Knew how to pull me from the darkness just by taking my trembling hand. But faithful doesn't mean forever, and kind does not mean blind. There comes a day when even good love has to leave itself behind. I wish I knew back then what I only know through loss. So if somebody holds you steady when you're not easy to hold, don't make them prove their love each day till their spirit feels too old. A heart can be forgiving and still run out of room, and the saddest thing you'll ever hear is silence where they once made bloom. Soft strings, let the ache sit. He loved me anyway, through all the storms I made, through every door I nearly closed, and every time I turned cold. That's the lesson that breaks me today. The strongest hearts still walk away. So cherish patient love before it slips away. He loved me anyway. One last breath, I know now.
Evening wind,
One name lingering,
her name was Faith, and Lord, she had it more than anybody I'd ever known.
she could look at all my restless pieces and still call them a home.
She believed in me when I was drifting, town to town and job to job.
Saw a man beneath the running when all I saw was someone lost.
She kept planting seeds in ground.
I kept leaving every spring.
Her name was Faith,
And I let her down
like a fool.
who wouldn't settle down.
Love can stand a lot,
But not in this town.
even angels leave when you keep
Shutting them out.
That's the lesson written in the life I made.
You can't keep testing what was sent to stay.
I still whisper her name when the night gets late.
And pray for half the grace of faith.
She wanted just a front room window,
And 2 cups by the kitchen sink.
a man who came home when he said he would.
And gave some thought to what she thinks.
I called that dream too small back then.
Said the world was wide and I was young.
Never knew the biggest kind of living
face of fate.
Dust road still.
Her name was Fate.
Dust in the light, paper remembers. I found your letters in the dresser, under flannel old and worn, little pieces of our young days, still alive though love was gone. You wrote about a yellow farmhouse and a dog we'd one day raise, how my name looked in your handwriting like a prayer across the page. There was a man inside those letters I barely know and barely miss, 'cause somewhere between work and worry I let love become less than this. Every letter in the drawer tells the truth on me. I was loved well, but loved carelessly. Love don't vanish in one slam of the door. It leaves in crumbs, then suddenly no more. That's the lesson folded in each page I read. A heart goes hungry long before it's dead. And if you stop saying what your soul is for, all that's left are letters in the drawer. You asked me once in faded blue ink if I still saw our future clear. I wrote back something about being busy. I can still hear how cold that reads now, dear. I thought devotion was a given, like the roof above our heads. Never knew that love needs tending, or it sleeps in separate beds. The saddest kind of distance isn't miles or different towns. It's two people in one kitchen, too tired to put their feelings down. So write the note, say the sentence, take the hand before it cools. Don't assume that steady people can live forever on your rules, 'cause one day you might open memory and find the proof in black and white that the love you thought was waiting spent years fading out of sight. Steel side, pages turning. Tells the truth on me. I was loved well, but loved carelessly. Love don't vanish in one slam of the door. It leaves in crumbs, then suddenly no more. That's the lesson folded in each page I read. A heart goes hungry long before it's dead. So while love is living, say what it is. closing, dust still dancing, too late to answer.
Coffee gone cold, silence says enough. Sunday light came through the window like it always used to do, but it landed on two strangers where there once was me and you. No more storming through the kitchen, no more slamming bedroom doors. Just a quiet kind of ending, standing barefoot on the floor. Some hearts break like thunder, some just slowly come untied. This Sunday morning, goodbye feels clean, like the calm after a broken dream. No shattered glass, no final war, just two tired hearts that can't pretend anymore. And the lesson in stillness is hard but true. Love can die with no one meaning it to. Sometimes the deepest pain you'll ever know is watching something gentle let go. You packed slow and folded carefully, like you still respected us. I stood there with my useless hands and my chest full of old dust. I wanted one big reason, something cruel that I could blame, but the truth was less dramatic. We just stopped tending the flame. A house can stand for years and years, then fall from one loose nail, and a love can look unbroken till the little mercies fail. So if somebody loves you softly, don't mistake that for less fire. The loudest kind of passion isn't always what lasts longer. Sometimes love is daily keeping, showing up and listening well. And if you stop doing the small things, that's how heaven turns to hell. Morning light fading, this Sunday morning, goodbye feels clean, like the calm after a broken dream. No shattered glass, no final war, just two tired hearts that can't pretend anymore. And the lesson in stillness is hard but true. Love can die when care stops coming through. So hold on while the light is still warm, before your home turns into Sunday morning. Coffee untouched, door closes slow. Amen to what we lost.
was halfway through a love song when you held your hand to me, like we still knew how to move together, like endings could not be seen. Your cheek was near my shoulder, but your heart felt miles away. And I knew before the final chorus we were dancing to our last day. Some goodbyes don't happen speaking, they happen swaying in plain sight. The last dance we had still lives in me, two hearts breaking in perfect beat. We smiled for the room, but the truth was near. A love can end before the tears. That's the lesson under every slow, sad song. Sometimes you know the end before it's gone. And the hardest steps you'll ever have are the ones in the last dance you had. I remember how your fingers trembled, resting lightly on my back, like part of you still wanted staying, and part had already packed. There were people laughing all around us, glass and candle music cheered. Funny how the loneliest moment can happen with a whole room near. A body can stay beside you when a soul has started leaving. So when love starts whispering distance, don't drown it out with denial. Sit down in the middle of the kitchen, talk for more than just a while. 'Cause if you wait until the final song, you may hold each other close and still watch the life you built together disappear like cigarette smoke. Brushes soft, dance floor turning. The last dance we had still lives in me, two hearts breaking in perfect beat. We smiled for the room, but the truth was near. A love can end before the tears. That's the lesson under every slow, sad song. Sometimes you know the end before it's gone. And the hardest steps you'll ever let go. One last spin.
Engine heat, dust on the horizon. You had your eyes on city skylines long before you left this town. Always talking about the someday when your name would get around. I believed in every dream, even when it stole your sleep. Thought there'd still be room to hold me while you climbed so high and steep. But dreams can turn demanding, and they don't always leave room for two. You chose a road that carried you away. I chose a porch light, hoping you might stay. Now your name is shining somewhere I can't see. But success gets awful quiet without company. That's the lesson every mile has handed you. You can win the world and still lose what was true. There's no headline strong enough to hold the love you left back on that road. I hear your voice on late night interviews, talking brave about the climb. But there's a crack behind your laughter, like a missing piece of time. And strangers praise the things you do, but nobody in all that noise can know the whole of you like I knew. Ambition is a fire, but it burns what you don't guard. I'm not saying don't go chase it. I'm not saying dreams are wrong. I'm just saying love's not furniture. You don't store it till you're done. If somebody builds beside you, bring them with you if you can. 'Cause there's no prize in standing highest with nobody there to take your hand. Snare push. Open highway. You chose the road that carried you away. I chose the porch light, hoping you might stay. Now your name is shining somewhere I can't see. But success gets awful quiet without company. That's the lesson every mile has handed you. You can win the world and still lose what was true. There's no finish line or dream you can unload that fills the love you left back on that road. Tail lights faded,
dusty old roads to those backwoods bars. We chased every story with guitars and steel guitars.
So thank you for listening,
Thank you for staying,
for riding the shotgun while the music was playing.
from Aliunde
To wherever you roam,
we're grateful you spent your time with us at home.
yeah, we're thankful for every ear that tuned in.
This here's the end.
But the music ain't finished. You laughed with the cheating songs,
Cried with the truth
danced in your kitchen,
like nobody knew.
whether you're driving that long, lonesome highway or sitting on the porch at the end of the day. Thank you for listening,
Thank you for staying,
for riding the shotgun while the music was playing.
from Aliunde
To wherever you roam,
we're grateful you spent your time with us at home.
yeah, we're thankful for every heart that got moved.
This album's for you
And the ones yet to come too. One day we'll fire up volume 2, more stories to tell.
more skies of deep blue.
But till then,
Keep these songs in your soul.
let them keep you warm when the nights turn cold.
So thank you for listening,
Thank you for staying,
for making this journey feel worth all the playing.
from Aliunde with love.
We're tipping our hat.
We'll see you down the road. Remember that.
This is Aliunde.
Country and Western Volume 1.
We'll catch y'all next time.
God bless. And keep the radio